Hello, everybody, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the etymology and the history of the word nightmare. We've all had them. I have them like once a week. And today you're going to hear about where the word comes from and also a little bit about where nightmares themselves come from. So let's get started. There's a famous old dream type known as the Old Hag, in which people wake and think that they have someone sleeping or sitting on their chest. I used to have this dream a lot in high school, and it was terrifying. I'd wake up incapable of moving and needing to scream, but not being able to. And so I could see where medieval people thought that there was some sort of demon sitting on their chest. Now, in reality, it's just a form of sleep paralysis in which you wake up and you have this feeling, this sensation, and there is a slight hallucinatory factor to it. So if you wake and think that someone's sitting on your chest, it's just the old hag, and there's nothing really to be worried about. But it does have a connection to the word nightmare. So let's see where this takes us. The word night comes from Old English, and it was NIHT and was pronounced with kind of a coffee sound. So it probably sounded more like Nacht than night. And we hear that in other Proto Germanic languages. So that's where we get words like Nacht, right? And that's where it ultimately comes from is Latin, nox. Nox meant night, lux meant light. And so words like nocturnal mean nightish. So nox, nacht, all of that kind of combine into one word, which eventually became night. And in English, the reason we have that weird G in the middle is that for Old English words like night, light, all of that, we added the GH to make the vowel sound there. So that's why we have GHT in night. Yeah. Mare originally comes from an Old Norse word, Mara. And a Mara was a spirit that would torment people, mostly men, in their sleep. Spirits that torment people in the middle of the night can be known as succubi or incubi. The succubus is the female version, so that's what we're going to focus on here. Succubus originally comes from Latin, and it meant a strumpet or a prostitute. Succubari literally means to lie under, and so originally it was sort of a term for a prostitute, but eventually it became associated with spirits that would sleep with men in the middle of the night, as is wont to happen. So when you put those two words together, you get nightmare. And originally, nightmare was specifically related to the goblin that caused the nightmares, the thing that would sit on your chest, the old hag, the succubus, as it were. Eventually, around the 16th century, it switched to that suffocating feeling that you get when you sleep. If you've never experienced it, it is absolutely terrifying. I've suffered from night terrors on and off throughout my life, and it's no fun. And eventually we landed on the current iteration. And this is dated to about 1829, to the best of my knowledge, if the etymological dictionary is correct. So Nightmare's etymology kind of settled on its current version in 1829. And it meant and still means any sort of dream that is unpleasant. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like the channel. Do all that stuff, and we'll see you next time for more language stuff. I'm your host, T. Blake Braddy. I am an author and an educator, and I hope to see you soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.